Many creators think that if they upload consistently, then over time, their channel will reach a tipping point and it will take off. Do you happen to have the same theory? Well, in that case, I have bad news because I think it's very unlikely that this tipping point will come for you. The much more likely explanation is that unfortunately your videos are not good enough to be shown to more people on YouTube. And please don't think that the YouTube algorithm is against you. You just have to change something that makes your videos more attractive. And what you can change for the better falls into 3 categories. 3 aspects that the algorithm really wants to see. Number 1 is the topic that the audience really wants to watch. Number 2 is to get the click from the audience, or if you are publishing shorts, that the viewer watches past the first few seconds. And then of course number 3 is watch time. And considering that I'm making this video for all of you who have small channels, I thought long and hard what could be the one exercise that you could do in order to get the ball rolling, to improve something that really makes a difference for your channel in the long run. So here we go. It is all about the first impression that your videos make. Makes sense, right? So what makes a good first impression? For a regular video, it's certainly the thumbnail. And for a short, it's the first few seconds. And ideally, with this first impression, you manage that the viewer gets an urge to really want to watch your video. And the key to that is cognitive dissonance. Look at my thumbnail. I created cognitive dissonance here. Well, let me explain. In this example, you may have the belief that if you upload consistently, at some point your channel will hit a tipping point and then it will take off. This is your belief. But with my thumbnail, I position this thumbnail in contrast to your belief. You may think that you are one video away, but I say you're not one video away. Cognitive dissonance is all about challenging the belief someone has. They believe one thing, but then a video says another thing. And they really want to watch the video because they want to find out why their belief and what the video says is not the same. Alright, so let's go through 3 steps that help you create that cognitive dissonance for your own videos. So step number 1 will be choosing a good video topic. Step number 2 will be asking ChatGPT where cognitive dissonance could be created. And number 3 is to create a thumbnail that highlights exactly that, or for shorts, scripting what you say in the first seconds of the short to create the cognitive dissonance there. Alright, step number 1, choosing a great video topic. If you are a user of Morningfame's niche spy, then you can simply collect the channels in your niche and it will automatically find great video topics for you. But if you don't have such great tool support, you can simply go to a big channel in your niche, like Think Media here in my case, go to the most popular videos and pick a video here that you like to do a similar video of. By the way, more about getting access to the niche spy in the description. And otherwise, choosing a popular video from a big channel in your niche is a decent choice for our purposes here. Alright, and now step number 2, we ask ChatGPT about this cognitive dissonance. So here's the prompt that I used for that. I will give you a copy in the description of this video. And then we have the transcript, the closed captions of this video below. So in this case, I took this video, which is similar to the one you are currently watching. And what I simply do here, I go to the description, click more, and then further down, you have this button, show transcript. You click it, you get it here, and then here in the menu, you toggle the timestamps so that you can simply copy the whole text without timestamps over into ChatGPT. As a result, you will always get a sentence that was said in the video, which actually creates cognitive dissonance. And in addition to this, ChatGPT gives you an explanation why it's creating cognitive dissonance. And in my case, it was very interesting to read. This one here, you need to be consistent and assume that eventually the channel is going to hit a tipping point. But in reality, it doesn't work that way. And the explanation says it well. It's a widely held belief that consistency alone will eventually lead to success. And the interesting thing was that this video I just took the transcript from actually played into the belief and didn't create this cognitive dissonance. This is this thumbnail here. It says you're one video away. People want to believe that. I said to myself, this is such a great opportunity. So I created this same thumbnail just with the opposite, because quite frankly, this is the more true statement. And I simply hope that many have this belief and are curious to click this video to find out why I say this. So give it a try. I hope you find good cognitive dissonance opportunities for your own video topics. And then of course, finally, step 3 is all about including this information into your thumbnail or the first few seconds of your short. And this will be the one thing that you can change in order to make the algorithm love you. Credits for this actually go to Ed from Creator Booth. He recently made a video that introduced me to the concept of cognitive dissonance, and in his video he showed more examples. Here again one for YouTubers, don't upload. Which of course makes people wonder, because how can you grow a channel without uploading, right? Or you don't need 8 hours of sleep. So why is he saying that? So I recommend check this video out here. He says make boring thumbnails. What does he mean by that? Cheers, my friends.